What's going on, ATLiens? It's your boy Big Low Country. I got my homeboy right here.
And what's up, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Terror Artist 404. I do the Madden game and I do the 2K game and I talk about your favorite teams, bro. What's happening? Hey, we appreciate y'all watching, man. How you doing? How you feeling tonight?
Hey, bro, we trying to make it, man. You already know what time it is. I'm just excited about the whole state of Atlanta Falcons sports, man. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to roll. The future's looking bright. All we can do is look ahead, man. All we can do is look ahead.
Right, it's definitely looking pretty good in the state. I guess I'm well, not the state of Georgia, because the Bulldogs. I'm sorry, I ain't a fan, but y'all ain't looking the best right now. But at least for the city of Atlanta, besides Georgia Tech, things are looking pretty swell and pretty good. Could you agree?
Oh yeah, man, definitely, man. The Falcons, like the season hasn't been going too well, but I mean, look, whoever comes in and take this job with the Atlanta Falcons, they're going to be taking like one of the best teams that lost their coach in recent memory. Like they're going to be coming into an optimal situation. Then you got your Hawks, who they're just turning things around, making all these big signings. We hadn't had a team this good in a long time. And then the Braves, like they're looking like they're going to be doing this for a while, man.
Right. So without further ado, let's break into it. But first, the links to our channels will be not only in the description, but it will be in the comment pinned up. Go help a country boy out. He's just a few away from 100, y'all. Go ahead and help him. I know we ain't got many followers here yet, but we here. We give you constant, information, constant news, constant things like that. You feel me? And I really wanted to do this because y'all heard me talk a lot because this man be busy, man, and I be understanding. I be understanding, and I'm sure if Rose was reversed, he'll understand. But this was to give him his time to be able to say what he wanted to say. I done said a lot of things. Y'all probably tired of me, but I done said a lot of things, but he didn't really get a chance to. So we're gonna go ahead and break this down, man. The Atlanta Falcons breakdown. What you got to say about these Atlanta Falcons, man?
Hey man, we started the season off 0-5. I think the fact that we turned things around and gone 4-2 since, I think that's just a testament to this team's character. With a lot of teams, they would just kind of mail the rest of the season in. That's what this team has done, for the last couple of years now. I think, like I said earlier, whatever coach does get this team, they have a chance to do some very, very special things because this is one of the best 4-7 teams I've ever seen. I think John Gruden said the same thing. He was like, "Look, y'all are surprised that we lost, but that's a real good team in that locker room over there." And I think the future's bright for the Falcons, man. Whatever moves that they decide to make, they still got a lot of talent, man. Still got a lot of talent. I'm excited about these Falcons. And I think we're gonna get this win on Sunday. Hate week 2.0. Rise up. You
Yeah,
already know what time it is.
here too. Hey, hey, do the bankhead bounce. Come on, do the bankhead bounce. Oh, do the bankhead bounce, bounce, Charlotte bounce. Hey, man. We feeling good about Sunday, man. What I gotta say about this Falcons football team, though, is that the person that comes in and take charge is gonna be blessed, cause you ain't got to do a lot. You don't have. We have holes. Don't get me wrong. We still need improvement, but it's not so many. It's not really glaring when you got the right coaches. It ain't glaring. It's small, to be honest. And
Yeah.
it's just like seeming like with Dan Quinn, he made our holes glowing like big, just like whoosh, because he wasn't able to coach the players in the right positions. He had a free safety playing, no, a cornerback playing free safety. You know what I mean? And Ricardo Allen, but the Atlanta Falcons got a good young team. And I say young because it ain't too many older ones. I mean, you got your Matt Ryan, you got your Julio, you got your Alex Mack, people like that. But the nucleus is still pretty young, and we're still gonna have another top wide receiver in Calvin Ridley once Julio decides to put him up because Julio teaching him the things that Ryder White taught him. And I think that's gonna help us in the long run for like years to come because as long as we keep giving people like that that don't mind passing it down, passing it down, passing it down, passing it down. That might even be a thing after we gone. So yeah, I'm excited that we are finally having those wide receivers that can do that, that can pass it down to down. Because you came from the Terrence Mathis days, and,
Yeah,
and Andre
yeah.
Rison. Shout out to Rison. He was probably our best wide receiver for that time. Besides maybe Terrence Mathis before we got into the likes of like Roddy White, then Julio Jones, then now it's gonna be Calvin Ridley, then whoever comes after that. So I really think the Falcons, man, whoever comes in and takes control of the Falcons, I think he can have a quick turnaround. Like, like really, wouldn't be surprised if it be a next season turnaround because of the team we got. But we do understand that it's going to take time for whoever comes in. It might be a different scheme offensively. Hopefully it is, and then we might not keep Jeff Obert, so we don't know. So I mean, maybe you can give it another year, but we're gonna look totally better. We're gonna look better. We're gonna be more of a complete team. You feel me? And that's what I think on the state of the Atlanta Falcons breakdown, man. We 4-7, but we ain't got the talent like that, like a 4-7 team. You know, we got talent on this team, man. And you said the same thing. So we're gonna go ahead and kick it off to the next subject of the matter, man. Uh, Probably the most exciting one, to be honest. Atlanta Hawks breakdown and prediction, man. If you ain't been under a rock or if you ain't been on a secluded island by yourself, Atlanta Hawks made some big major news, and I know you've seen them on here. But Big Low, you want to reiterate the people that we got since from last year?
Man, so starting off, we got that great power forward slash center, Yucca Kongwu. Um, Made some very, very good moves in free agency, getting Bogdanovich, getting Rajon Rondo, Danilo Gallinari. We also got Tony Snell, who's another great defensive piece. I'm really excited about these Hawks, man, because these guys are young, but they also got the veteran experience. Rajon Rondo, he just won a championship. He won a championship prior, like 11 years ago. You know, he's been around for a long time. He's one of the smartest point guards in the league. So playing with Trey Young, like that's an optimal situation for him. It's just like you were talking about with Julio and Matt Ryan. I mean, I'm sorry, Julio and Roddy White, and then um, Calvin Ridley and Julio. It's like it's amazing when you get a chance to pass that knowledge down to the younger guy. And, they could get a chance to elevate themselves and learn things themselves and pass it down as well. So I'm definitely excited about that. Last year we had issues with playing defense. Like we couldn't stop nobody. We couldn't stop nosebleed, man. But now it's like with Cam Reddish, DeAndre Hunter getting that year under their belt, man, this team really, they look very deep, man. It's like these guys, they're going to be able to sub in and out, and they ain't going to miss a beat. I'm really excited about it. I'm thinking 6 seed in the playoffs at least. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know what you think. How do you feel about it?
You forgot one key important thing. Clint Capella was injured last
Oh
year, so he
man,
couldn't even play. He couldn't
I
even
forgot
play.
about
So
that.
that's another person. That's another person that Trey can depend on for alley oops, rebounds. He's pretty good defensively. Offensively, ain't gonna be his motto, but that ain't what he here for. He here for the rebounds, the block shots, the intimidation, going up, jumping, killing that thing alley oop wise. Then you got John Carson do the same thing, slide him up a notch. You feel me? But I really think the Hawks general managers have done a wonderful job, and this is going back past to the time that we drafted Trey
Yeah.
because this is the timeline that I said we needed to be on. Well, not needed. I thought so. When Trey came, I was like, look, we obviously not going to make the playoffs this year. So let's scratch that.
Mhm.
Trey starts the ball out. Then the next year, which is this prior year, he plays pretty good. I also predicted that we weren't gonna make it to the playoffs this year because you know, the past year because we ain't made that many different moves, but we nailed two drafts in a row, which was
Hmm.
key. We nailed them two drafts in a row. Besides Omari Spellman, he's somewhere in Golden State if he's still there. Eating Krispy Kreme and not really caring. But he besides that, we've nailed two good rounds. Kevin Herter, this is about your last year to prove something though. Because Trey Young trying to get to the playoffs, bro. We need to see that Clay
Yeah,
that everybody thought we was getting. Or else Cam
yeah,
Reddish sitting right there. Cam Reddish sitting
exactly,
right there and can take over that shooting guard spot. So and then we
exactly.
got Bardon. So they obviously don't see something in you right now because
Yeah,
we got other people. And then I said that this year was gonna be the year that we made the playoffs, not even thinking of the people that we've signed. I didn't think that was gonna happen. But it looked true and true that we, barring some crazy injuries, that we can make it and be at least a 6 seed. I say 6 through 8 is
mm,
6 through 8 is ours.
yeah,
And this is going to be Trey Young season where you're not going to see as many points. I'm going to keep it real honest. You know how he averaged like close to 30, really 30, 29.6, as I stated in the video. Y'all go check that out. And while I'm talking, man, go ahead and hit a subscribe on this channel, man. Hit a subscribe on Big Low Country Sports. Help a country boy out. He almost at 100. Our links will be in the description below and in the comments below. And then subscribe to Terror Artist 404. But I think his points are going to go down maybe to like 24, 25. But his assist is going to jump up. I think he's gonna be a double digit assist guy this year. So that's what I really expect from Atlanta. Atlanta, Trey Young can very much likely be enrolled for MVP season in the next coming years. So, you know, I don't know how you feel about Trey Young being the MVP. Probably not this year, but and I say in the next couple of years he might grab him one.
oh yeah, I definitely think so. And then whenever you were talking about last season, us not making a playoff, like John Collins, he was suspended all those games, like that made a huge difference as well. Like
Like
um, what was it like 25 games if I'm not mistaken?
25. Cause
Yeah, so
the Hawks they was kind of cooking earlier, then they laid flat, and then yeah,
yeah. Yeah, so it's just one of those things, man. He's definitely an MVP caliber player. I think we won the trade myself with
yeah,
you know because it's like Luca he's a real I mean, he's a great player. I ain't gonna say he's a good player, but it's very seldom when you can get those point guards that could score and get assists. Like you could very seldom get that. Ever since LeBron James came into the league, the most popular position now is that small forward position. Everybody wants to be the guy that could do everything, but
everybody wants
it's
that
hard.
LeBron.
Yeah, but it's hard to have that point guard that comes in and he could give you 40 points and he could also give you 15 assists too. So
Yeah, yeah, because I was about to say Steph Curry. He's changed the game in a way too because not everybody wants to shoot threes. That wasn't the point when LeBron came in. It was still drive the ball to the basket, get to the free throw line, get down low,
mhm.
and he still similarly plays like that. But Steph Curry changed the game and how many attempts you make at three because you got to keep up with them. But
Yeah.
with the assist side, I do think Trey Young is slick better with the assist
Oh yeah.
than Stephen Curry. So that's when coming to the forefront right there. So that's our prediction on the Atlanta Hawks, man. We say 6 to 8 seed playoff time, baby, in Atlanta. It's been a couple of years since that, but since we're talking about playoff teams, y'all know that team that wasn't supposed to make it that far to what was it, the NLCS? Yeah, that team that was too young to make it. Well, they made it, but they didn't win it. They didn't take it all. But the Atlanta Braves. Where do we go from here? And I'm gonna explain it to you like this: we won the first three out of the four,
Hmm.
and then we let it go. Did that kind of feel like 28-3 to you? Go ahead.
I mean, I don't feel like it felt like 28-3 because they ended up going like they wasn't even supposed to be there. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people felt like they wasn't even supposed to make a run like that. So I don't feel like it was a 28-3 situation. Like we weren't completely dominant, and you know what I'm saying. We eked out those wins through the playoffs, and we were mixing it up and everything. But whenever the question down here says where do we go from here, we going back. That's where we going from here. We going back. We finna go back, and we finna take it. Let's go. Mix it up.
Mix it up. Yes, man. Hey, man, I couldn't agree with you more because, first of all, we're not going to be losing a lot.
Mm.
We're really not. The young core is still there. The best two players probably on the team, hitting wise, I might be wrong. My favorite two players is Ozzy Albies and Acuna Jr. You already know that off the rip. Acuna is the guy here in Atlanta. This is his. They go as far as he go. So if he
Yeah,
can elevate himself a little bit more, we can get to that. We can get there. But
yeah.
he young, man. He young. Ozzy Albies, they young. Like I
Hmm.
said, last year's playoff experience when we got blew out by the Cardinals. Um, I knew it was just gonna be a learning curve. I knew it.
Yeah,
Just like this right here is going to be a learning curve. The better, the more established team won. The
yeah.
Dodgers, how many times they went? Like four. They went to like the NLDS, like CS, like 2 out of them 4 years that they went to the World Series. They just couldn't bring it home, and this year they finally brought it home. You know, some iffy things here and there went down in the series with us, but nonetheless they brought it home. So it's kind of like this. You know how you sometimes you're like, dang, I almost got there, but if you wait your turn,
Yeah, yeah.
it might be flourishing for you. So it might not
Exactly.
just been our turn; it might have been their turn to get their one and get on.
Hmm.
And that dude Mookie Betts, he's a monster. I hated him throughout that whole series. He robbed us so many times.
Every time it came to bat, I held my breath.
But yeah, man, we just wanted to give y'all a quick little breakdown of each of these teams, man. So the Falcons, we see the promise. The Hawks, they showing us promise. And no, the Hawks showing us promise. And the Braves, we gonna be there.
Oh yeah.
So man, this is the last part of the video slash show. We are just getting off from the other ATLiens Sports Zone with the talking about them dirty birds. Call me Julio. Julio? Yeah, sir, Jamal Anderson style. So we're gonna go ahead and give you this extra point, man. What is your extra point for this channel for the night, man?
Hey man, extra point for the channel. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. This right here, this guy right here is the hardest working man in show business, hardest working man on YouTube. I just want to my extra point goes out to my homeboy Tonio. He always working, trying to make this YouTube channel better, trying to make ATL and Sports Zone better. And I just want you to know that I appreciate it, man. Keep doing what you're doing. MJ always comes through in the clutch, and that's what he do. That's MJ for you.
Him with all this MJ talk, man. This MJ talk. But I can tell you what, this YouTube thing ain't the easiest thing to do because just like how many years it took Jordan to break through? 7 years.
Yep.
7 years. So this is gonna take some time. We're gonna be here for some time too, but we're gonna ride it out with y'all. And we appreciate the 17 subscribers that we do have. We appreciate it because you could be anywhere else, but you decided to subscribe to a new kid on the block, her ATL in the Sports Zone. We appreciate that dealing, man. Like I said, the link will be to our personal channels will be in the comment section and the description, man. And like we said, it's your boys from ATLiens Sports Zone. and we out.